Salutations everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play SPAZ 2. I'm your host, BrainBoy. Where we last left off, we basically completed the tutorial and started exploring, finding our first actual faction of this game, and learning a little bit of lore. Now, we're actually going basically through the rest of the tutorial before we go into the main game itself. That interests me, and we're going to ransack this to grab some goons, but that doesn't look
some
right.
underdeveloped crewmen require contextualization about how urgently we require these basic resources. More specifically, human resources. The ship requires an astronomical volume of periodic maintenance and repair. These tasks are far too dangerous to allow anyone with a shred of intellectual value to perform them. Therefore, we do not turn away many applicants. Remember, the bottom of the pyramid needs the most bricks.
Of course we need bodies to operate and maintain the ship's systems, but we also don't want to feed any more mouths than we must. Most of our food is fabricated from res. Balance is the word of the day here.
Yes, and I also forgot the fact that I turned that off and apparently it was turned back on, so don't mind me as I, go to the options menu and turn that off, because don't mind me turning back everything down to its preset, because I'm an idiot and apparently can't hit these to save my life. I would only hit default time and time again. Now, can I actually turn off the voices, or did they somehow turn that back on and I can't undo it? Because it looks like I can't, and that's fantastic, and that's a fantastic start to the bloody game. It wasn't difficulty, no. Like, we're at normal. Seriously? Seriously? Can we not turn them off? Input? I doubt it'd be here, but apparently we can't now. Fantastic. Well, that's really? Alright, I guess we're gonna have to deal with them. And now we're time to find Rez, and we also found another bandit hive, which is probably going to be our primary enemy for now. So let's head back and go deal with this Rez field. So I'm going to see if I can find any numbers on this, because it interests me, in that I'm somewhat interested to see how many goons we're burning right now. This looks like it's right there. Currently that's being blockaded by something that looks like it's much stronger than me. Well, we're going to go to this Rez field, which is currently being not harvested by anyone. Ransack.
As much as I detest this hellborn excrement, we're stuck in a universe addicted to res. We are no different. Without it, the res drive will collapse, leaving us to limp along at subwarp. We'll be easy pickings for bandits, or anyone else looking to kick us while we are down.
Like I said, I wanted to turn that off because that's actually personally very annoying to me. But I don't think I can, because where would the freaking... I checked all of these. I guess that makes sense. Alright, now what are we doing? We'll just start exploring other sectors and seeing what we can find. Now that we have some currency to spend, we should stock up on strikecraft. We do not want to get overwhelmed when engaged with multiple targets, plus it gives our enemies something else to shoot at instead of us. Keep us alive strikecraft to assist your mothership in combat. Strikecraft can be purchased at star bases or found as loot from combat wrecks. Another bandit hive, followed up by another cloning farm and cloning field. We also have a star base right here, which we can't build. And looks like it's progression locked. We need to be awarded the privilege to build it. That is horrifically disappointing. Well, at least we're not dealing with zombies, so at least we can be thankful about that. I also want to, let's boost and burn a bit more res to get through this. Now, if I remember correctly, there was an area around here that actually showed me how much fuel I was burning at a time. Alright. And I could technically fund it, but I'm not particularly interested. Okay, now that we're there, we're not going to fight, but I would actually like to purchase... Let's see if I can find some strikecraft. Provide a bonus to shields. What do I currently have? It doesn't look like they actually have any strike craft available. Don't mind me, that's actually pretty annoying. Well, I'm gonna still purchase the meat hook because it seems like it'd be very useful. It doesn't seem to have very... It doesn't seem to be very strong of a defense. Or very... It seems to be stronger than what I currently got. But everything else here looks like it's complete junk. Oh, duh, never mind, that's my stuff. I'll fork it over. I can't buy 2 strikecraft, but I can go get some more scrap. So let's see here. Let's go and farm. We don't need to conserve, we're good enough as is. Let's just keep ransacking.
Resource acquired.
That's not nearly enough. Let's go see if we can take on the bandits. Yeah, I could have a reason with a bandit. In fact, I don't think they even understand a basic language anymore. They pretty much stomp around, raping and pillaging anything that moves. They are not much of a threat to larger ships, since most of them look like they have one foot in the grave already. Nevertheless, they can be a royal pain in the gouttiere once they dig into an area they like. Killing bandits is a good way to earn EXP and scrap when you are weak. Killing bandits will never be as lucrative as killing another captain, but the risk is low.
We're not accepting new applicants at this time.
How about we don't? Because it says fight everyone. Because it seems like we're fighting multiple people. I think. Never mind. We'll just keep exploring and seeing what else we can find.
Map updated.
Perks! Behold my happy place! It is here my power grows. Using the data we have acquired from the sensors, I can refine our ship and equipment. While I would adore being able to refine every single archaic piece of junk on board, the physical nature of the universe forbids it. Treat the data analytics with respect. Select a perk every time you level up. Without perks, you will suck and die. Part size increase. Small parts connect quality parts to your mothership. No need to use any more junk parts. There is no research data that has not yet been allocated. Consider not allocating it, and instead allocate it. Weapon damage, scavenger, health. Oh, it's a free perk. Okay. Personally, I think I'm gonna go with weapon damage. In case we have to start fighting. And there's another bandit hive. Well, our threat is currently a whopping 5. Sure, we'll keep the yacht as is.
Signal detected.
Hello there, Starbase. No reason to do anything else. You own the cloning facility and the res field. So there's a couple other ships. And there's a strong bandit hive.
Scanning area.
I think they're only going to get stronger as time goes on. So let's not. Is that a bandit? No. And it looks like we actually found a secondary faction nearby, but I'm still looking for scrap in general. This is fan-bloody-tastic. Alright, let's see if we can find someone worth fighting. We might as well. Other captains. Well, I don't even trust my own office chair with these days. They let me be the first to admit that we can't survive out here without the help of others. We should consider trading goods and supplies with people rather than trading insults and bullets. If hostile confrontation cannot be avoided, then we should consider taking off. We don't have to fight every lemon that looks at us the wrong way. Other captains remember everything everyone has done to them, both good or bad. Play nice and make friends. Use the speed button to escape or chase down fast-moving captains.
I haven't slept since next Tuesday.
Okay then. Kind of how I feel. Let's see here. Okay, a lot of very, very interesting things. Very interesting things that really don't matter to me right now. Right now, let's trade and see if I can find some scrap. You have nothing. You waste my time by existing. I'd love to go fight some bandit vessels, but... Oh, wait. Hey, bandit vessel, get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Come on. Fantastic. Die. We have the Mama ship. I try not to start fights I can't win, but when everyone makes mistakes, it's not beneath me to use one of those silly fail gates. If the situation should call for it, just remember we're going to have to dump some cargo and leave our strike craft behind if we do so. Word to failgate if you wish to flee a combat encounter. Retreating through a failgate will cause a ship to lose some of its resources. Your active strike craft will be forever lost if you flee. Scout for power shields or armor power-ups to keep yourself in the fight. So let's see here. Well, that's actually really irritating. Oh, really?
Shield offline.
I'm just not going to move because I think that's going to just give me the better results here. I wonder, does this have individual part damage? Yes, it does. And I think we're actually have lost something important. Because oh yeah, reload. Duh. That's kind of an important thing, but I don't remember how to do that. Because it's been literally the next day. Oh, looks like we might die immediately. That's fantastic. Yep. Yep. I kind of expected as such. The battle has been lost. Perhaps I just don't know how to fight. Perhaps my strike craft was doing nothing, or perhaps I'm just that big of an idiot. Let's load my last save. Alright, now, you should be deployed like normal. And do I have any parts that I currently do not have equipped? No, all parts are equipped normally. And it looks like I might have been able to win that fight, it's just I missed way too much. So let's try that again. This time, actually, first of all, aiming at my opponent and firing from the very get-go. Okay, we already know about failgates. If I could just ignore you, that'd be fantastic. Of course, you're broadsiding, and that's always a bad thing in space combat, but I don't think that actually matters that heavily. And yes, I'm going to be spending most of the combat zoomed in. Hopefully my strike craft can deal with everything else that's attacking me. Already, this is going much more fantastically.
Shield offline.
I'm going to just sit here and reload. And looks like it brought in another strike craft. Well, fantastic. Can my shield come back online, please? Like, hitting any... Fantastic. Now, can you stop hitting me? Alright, we're hitting him at least. That's the good news. Bad news is they're still hitting me as hard as they can. How do I use these power-ups? Do I just destroy them? Doesn't look like it makes sense for that to happen. And are those zombies? It definitely looks like something might be the case, and let's not aim at them. Oh yeah, that is apparently a power-up. Alrighty then. The area is definitely clear. What is that over there? I have gained a passing interest in this. Don't mind me. Now I just picked that up at a distance, or we'll figure this out as time goes on. Don't mind me. So those look like explosive barrels. That's just a flat power boost. What does this contain? Zombies! Zamboodles! Come on! It definitely still feels like it, considering the laser system that was in place in SPAZ 1. And I think it's just our map. We have succeeded. And I'm gonna take everything, because there's nothing else there for me. Let's go to the bandits themselves.
Only I can hear you scream.
Game saved.
There's factional info and lore available, but I still can't buy the other strike craft because it's way too expensive.
Run. It only makes it more fun to chase you.
How about we not? Maybe I will resort to selling something in order to be able to actually purchase it. Who knows? Must be some way to be able to afford the other strike craft. And then again, I might also be assuming that I'm not able to buy those yachts. I have some parts available. I can't fork it over. So let's see here. Do I have any additional parts that I really don't need? The answer is not really. That's a lot of res, but I'm assuming I'm going to have to make those sacrifices. So I have to get down to 269. Yeah, a little bit extra scrap wouldn't hurt. Oh, for Gamma's sake, why are we dropping out of warp? Carl, what is wrong with my ship? Nothing's wrong with the ship, Elsa. I've scheduled a combat drill for today. We're getting a little too soft for my liking. Jameson, it's 3 in the morning! Okay. Where are our enemies? Oh. Okay, so this is like before where you can actually just... All of our ship's command and control systems are routed through a wireless-assisted simulation. A benefit of such a system is that you do not have to be physically on the ship to fly it. You can astral project your command focus to another ship while delegating the control of the mothership to artificial intelligence. It would make almost too much sense to allow the artificial intelligence to fly every ship. That theoretically would take all the fun out of it. Attack target E, defend target.
Engaging.
Defend target is, of course,
Babysitting duty.
babysitting duty.
Relay point designated. Position holding.
Alright. Alright, that's not bad. Not great, but not bad. Let's try something a bit bigger.
Target locked. Obliterating.
I can't say these ships are bad, but I'm assuming that's what you'll get at the start of every one of these story missions. That's a lot of missiles. We have sufficiently asserted ourselves over these inanimate materials. Surely we must be done with these mindless examinations of competence by now. Carl, you can fight your way out of a wet paper bag. These drills might save your life someday. You'd be wise to put this inanimate material to use before you're trying your luck on something that can shoot back. Practice the command control system on Space Junk. Leave the asteroid field when you're ready.
Engaging.
Well, this would have been nice to know before I took on my first bandit. But let's get out of here. It is absolute murder to me when you have unused analytical data like this. Unless you wish to fall asleep one night and never wake up, you will make haste and allocate this data at once. Increase weapon and shield power, boost power pool. Oh, wait. Shield boost is holding down space. Okay. I think scavenging would be better overall for this, because I would definitely like to get more resources. Now what? I guess we will bugger around. Now that we have Strikecraft our own, we should learn how to fight against them. It's a big galaxy and we're not original thinkers here. We should be able to locate a border raid to have our way with. There should be no match for the combined force of a mothership and a Strikecraft. Neighboring starbases of a different faction will fight each other. Destroying raids is a good way to make friends with the defensive side. Destroying raids is a good way to make enemies with the offensive side. Locate a raid event.
Game saved.
The only one I know of down here is... honestly, I should take a look and see what the actual raiders look like. Because I know this faction's actually pretty huge, but that might not mean jack all in the purposes of this galaxy. So, it looks like there's a factional raid event. Oh, he's repairing. Never mind. Never you mind.
Signal detected.
Oh, hey, there's a raid. Let's go take a look. This is a solo encounter. No other captains will assist you here if you choose to fight. Neighboring starbase is deploying a raiding party. Here, the current starbase owner will appreciate it if you wipe them out. The owner of the raiding party, not so much. No. That's a bad idea, don't you know? I'll actually actively avoid that type of raid because they're the weaker faction as far as I'm concerned. Then we could look up the Sun Hunters. Let's take a look-see. The Sun Hunters. The Sun Hunters originally began as a nomadic bounty hunters guild during the Dark Infection. When the warp gates fell, so did the feasibility of tracking targets across the galaxy for credits. They slowly congregated together in a small corner of the galaxy to form the Sun Hunters in hopes of warding off attacks from other factions. They maintained the fierce imagery of their predecessor ships and starbases. Okay. Helpful. For a person who likes lore like me, definitely is. But as I thought, there's no raiding here. Basically, there's nothing. We're just kind of running around hoping to find a raid from elsewhere. How difficult is this? Fine, we'll fight. Hopefully that won't completely doom me. Hopefully. But I can also say, screw that section of the galaxy entirely and just go to the opposite corner. Do you know what the definition of insanity is? Well, it is not doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I checked the dictionary. However, that is literally the definition of practice. We have all practiced this over and over. Now let's drop those training wheels and execute. Practice is irrelevant. The command and control system is smarter than the sum of all brain matter on board. Simply change the pre-configured weapons configuration to my experimental battle wagon mode. The ship's weapon system will track and fire independently, unfettered by human ineptitude. Battle wagon mode will always shoot for center mass. If you wish to manually target a ship, you can override battle wagon target control by pushing the fire button. You can customize weapon groups in battle wagon target options priority and the weapon config menu, located in the options menu. Next weapon group is Q.
Relay point designated. Target locked.
Actually, no, that's Strikecraft. We're going to want to hit this group. Basically, we want to protect our Strikecraft because that might be the one thing standing.
Asset designated.
Never mind.
Engaging.
Now that looks like the explosive barrels of before. Does it still do the same thing? Yes, it does. It still turns into multiple explosive barrels. I really wish to use that one someday, but I'm a little too slow. Now what's hitting me from there? Oh, that's adorable. Alright, the asteroid keeps throwing me off. He seems trying to target the asteroid, but not this man.
Target locked. Artillery.
Alright, we've graduated from inanimate material to ships a tenth of our size. It's a baby step, but I'll take what I can get from this bunch. Are we done burning bugs with a magnifying glass? Good. Okay, let's carry on. Second star to the aft. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh no, they dislike us slightly more. Oh joy. Now what do I want to do? I guess we'll head on off. Oh hey, it's the Bounty Hunters faction. Now that we have achieved a base level of technological excellence, I see no reason to tow around this useless garbage. Trade, steal, kill, rinse, repeat. If I have to look at this eyesore much longer, I'll gouge your eyes out. Buy better parts for your mothership, avoid using junk parts if possible. Every starbase has a junkyard you can visit if you need junk parts. Every starbase has arena events you can use to win resources needed to buy better parts. Well then, get better. Nose not purchased, engine not purchased, left right wings not purchased, subcores not purchased. Buy better parts. That's literally it.
Awareness expanded.
Awareness expanded to a very, very, very terrifying faction? Who knows? But I'm going to take a quick look-see at what this lore looks like. The Dark Infection. When the outbreak first began, few took it seriously. Rumors of ships covered in twisted flesh and wire grew more distorted as they passed from one storyteller to another. The UTA, being preoccupied with the lockdown wars, ignored reports of yet another pandemic. By the time it was serious enough to warrant attention, quarantine was impossible. With extermination still being a valid option, the UTA began reinforcing the warp gates leading to infected regions. Regardless of signs of infection, outgoing ships were simply destroyed from a distance. Within months, the UTA lost nearly 100 trade ships destroyed by the marshals that guarded the quarantine gates. As the odd ship was able to sneak past, the UTA had to continuously step back its front line. Out of desperation, the entire inner world galactic quadrant was quarantined from the outer worlds through the use of high-security Titan gates. The UTA continued to fight a bloody and secret war with the infection for nearly 200 years. It was not until after the entire confrontation did the outer worlds become aware such a war had even occurred. Interesting. Then again, all stuff we knew. And once again, worth a ton of resources that I was looking for. Now, I'm interested in starting my own faction, but I don't think that's possible yet. I'm basically lore hunting, because lore hunting gives a lot of free resources. Oh, damaged ships. Never mind, it's Admiral Jameson once again. Let's take a look. Jameson is the prime dictionary definition example of everything wrong with humanity. He may even be the worst living thing to congeal into a physical body. His intelligence rivals that of a tapeworm. It is a scientific miracle he even has a brain capacity to stand erect, let alone form a complete and even partial sentence. His hygiene is questionable, his mother has ugly shoes, Jameson is a poo-poo face jerk. Alert, 137% chance of file tampering detected. But Carl, you're a moron. Anyway, I guess we'll deal with Bounty Hunting Prime to see what they got. We can afford one. Probably the Geezer makes more sense. That or a better engine, but I don't think I can afford that just yet. But goons are always in high demand. You don't need that many. So it's not that. I'm actually more interested in the turkey neck engine. Dropping some goons, dropping some res to actually make it affordable. Actually, then we could ditch our own engine, which probably is worth absolutely jack, which it is. Close. Assemble the vessel. Do we have the turkey engine equipped? Yep, the turkey neck engine. Alright, back to the star map one final time, and I believe we'll end the episode here. Hope you've all enjoyed watching. This has been BrainBoy20 with Let's Play SPAZ 2, and I'm signing off. It's very clear that I've still got a lot to learn, but until then, I hope you've all enjoyed watching. And I'm signing off. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, or subscribe, for it helps out a great deal. And I hope to see you all next time. Farewell.